What's up, Facebook? It is Tuesday, and you know what goes down on Tuesday? Wife chat is going down. So do me a favor is when you get on here, please just click the button and share. I'm so excited about it being Tuesday and it's being Wife Chat Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit share and let other wives know that Wife Chat is going down. Thank you so much for hopping on here. We have an amazing topic I want to talk about today on Wife Chat. And so I'm super excited that it's Tuesday. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit the share button and let other people know that Wife Chat is going down. Here it is Tuesday. I am so excited that it is Tuesday. And we're going to talk about a topic that came actually through my Facebook because as you guys know, every Tuesday I'm on here talking about different topics. And if you want to hear me discuss a topic, all you have to do is either hit me up here in the timeline or you can send me a personal message and I'll be happy to address it when I can. Hey, Lisa. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you share that Wife Chat is going down. I just got back from Florida. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for all the love on my pictures. You know, I had an amazing makeup artist come and duty me up. So if you ever in the Orlando area, hit her up. And like I said, she was amazing. And I just want to thank the game changers. I call them the game changers because they allow me to come in and to pour into the men and to the women. So I just thank you guys so much for allowing me to be a part of the Game Changers. And they're going to be taking the Game Changers experience to, you know, around the country. So you guys look out for that. I'm so appreciative to be able to sow in and do what God has blessed me to do. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Wife Chat. I'm super excited. I want to tell you guys, last week I had to miss Wife Chat because I just literally had too much going on in my personal life and some things going on in Texas with my aunt. So you guys just lift my aunt up, who's 91 years old. She's the matriarch of our family, and I needed to make some quick decisions concerning her, and it just kind of ran over. So I apologize for not getting on here, but I'm back. So I'm excited about that. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Wife Chat. And so I don't like to keep you guys for a long time, but I really want to talk about, and like I said, this came through my thing. Are you feeling like your husband is your roommate? And this is a topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about. And a lot of people are really kind of like, wow, right? How do we get to this place? Who else is living the way we're living? Who else is feeling this way? Because again, when you get married, you think that it's going to be, you're going to be intimate all the time and you're not going to be feeling like this. But when you get in a marriage and you're feeling like you're alone, just know that you're not alone. And I just want to give you guys some statistics because, I like to really look up things and really give you guys great information. Do you know that 72% of married women feel like they have been in a roommate situation with their spouses? Only 43% of men feel that way. And so that's a huge, to me, huge separation in the way men look at marriage and women look at marriage when it comes to like feeling like a roommate situation or feeling like you guys are just not connected or feeling like there's no more intimacy left and those kind of things. So 72%. So for the young lady who sent me this topic, I thank you. And just to let you know, you're not alone. So 72% of married women have felt like at some point in time that they're in a roommate situation with their spouses. Only 43% of men feel that way. And let me just tell you, 35% of all married people are in what they call a sexless marriage. 35%. That's a lot. And what the statistics say considers a sexless marriage is a marriage that you have sex less than 6 times a year. That's 35%. That's huge. And so I want to try to really just give you guys some tips and some tools and some strategies. If you are feeling like you're in a roommate situation, I've been there before. We've came out of it, so there is hope. But you got to do the work, right? And you got to put some effort into it, and it has to be a shift. So I'm going to give you some tools and strategies that will help you navigate this. And like I said, every situation is different. And if you're in a roommate situation, from infidelity, sickness, all these different kind of things, those are different channels that you are going to have to navigate through. And I understand that, but I'm just going to give you some tools that are more broad that you can try to really start making a shift in your household. So the first one is you're going to have to change your mindset. You're going to have to say, you know what? This is not okay. I am not going to continue to be in this situation. And so you're going to have a conversation. And it might not be an easy conversation to have, but you're going to have a conversation with your spouse and literally tell them how you're feeling. Don't blame him. Don't go to him with a situation where you act like, you're my roommate or whatever. No, just say, hey, I just noticed that you and I are not connecting anymore. And I really want to figure out how I can help to fix it, right? It's all about how you approach the situation, and it's all about how you perceive it in order for you to move forward. So the first thing is you're going to have to really change your mindset. If you really want to get out of this roommate feeling or this roommate situation, you're going to literally have to shift your mindset. And I know when Gil and I was in that space, I was like, he need to come to me, but he wasn't coming to me because the statistic says that 43% of men think everything's okay, even when they're in a roommate situation. So it wasn't a sense of urgency for him, but it was a sense of urgency for me. So I had to shift my mind, because the first time I didn't go to approach the situation correctly, right? I'm like, if I wanted to be with a roommate, I wouldn't be living with no man. I lived in, with my roommates in college, all the stuff that we do, the craziness, right? So I had to approach it different, and he received it different, right? And so the first thing is shift your mind. The second thing is craft your conversation. Craft your conversation where it's not, doesn't put him on the defense, but you really think about what you want to say, how you want to say it, and how you want to deliver it, right? And just always remember, when you're having difficult conversations, you have to think about, what you're about to say to your spouse, do you want it said that way back to you? And that will always help you craft your conversation where it doesn't put them on the defense. The second thing is plan to change the situation. And what do I mean by that? If you're sleeping in separate rooms, if you guys are not cuddling anymore, if you guys don't hold hands, or you don't, when you're cooking, he used to come up to you and give you a kiss, or when he used to enter the room, you used to give each other a kiss, or whatever. If it's not working that way, start doing the things that you guys used to do. Start doing the things that you used to do. So if he used to cuddle you in the bed, turn around and cuddle him, right? Start reconnecting in those ways that used to work before. And you have to make a conscious effort to do it, because if you have become stagnant, it's easy just to keep doing the same exact thing. So you're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone. And if he doesn't hold your hand first, grab his hand. If he used to walk in and give you a kiss, you walk up and give him a kiss. If he used to grab you by your waist, you grab him by your waist and just, hug on him and tell him you love him. Do something different to start reconnecting from that roommate situation. The fourth thing is to make sure that you shift the time that you used to do it. So say for instance, if you guys used to get in bed at 10 o'clock, right? If he is not getting in bed at 10 o'clock, you know, go grab him by his hand and say, honey, I want us to lay down, right? Or I want to, whatever you guys used to do before, if it's watch a movie before you go to bed, or if it was take a shower together before you go to bed, whatever it is, if that pattern has been broken, reestablish that, because you're reestablishing intimacy. You're reestablishing and taking yourself out of that roommate situation. I hope I'm making sense. And thank you guys so much for joining me. And the other thing is show up. And what do I mean show up? Whenever you're around your spouse, get off the phone, get off Facebook, get off the, you know, whatever, you get off your laptop and show them some attention. Because again, when you get in those roommate situations, it's because one person has decided that whatever they're doing is more important. And I have to be very, very careful because I actually run my business through the laptop and through my cell phone. And so I have to be cautious that when Gail comes through the door, that all of this stuff has to stop in order to reconnect. And sometimes it's very hard, especially when you're an entrepreneur and those kind of things, but you're going to have to make that shift. You're going to have to start getting off the phone, getting off of Facebook, doing those things that you used to do before we had all of these technologies and all of these different things, even if it's only for a period of time, to let that person know that they have your 100% attention. It's not easy all the time, but it's so worth it. So again, if you're feeling like you're in a roommate situation, you're going to have to really make these changes and make them immediately. And even though it might seem like these things is not working fast enough for you, if you continue doing them over and over and over again, you will see a shift in what's going on. The other thing is learn to pace your anger, right? Because a lot of times when you're trying to make a shift and you're trying to do something and it looks like there is not being reciprocated back to you, or, you know, you're trying to give them a kiss and they turn in their head or whatever it could be, you have to continue and you have to learn to pace your anger, right? Because it's easy to fly off the handle and everything you've been trying to work for it ends back at square one. And I know that's not easy because trust me, I know it's not easy because I have a very short fuse, but you're going to have to pace your anger. And you're going to have to realize I'm not sowing unto that person. I'm sowing unto God, and I'm sowing unto the covenant that I made. And when you start looking at it like that, it's easier to deal with, right? It's a lot easier to say, you know what, I'm doing this unto God, not unto the person. And you know, you continue to say, God, you know, fix this. You see what's going on. You see what I'm trying to do. Please help me in this situation. And so it just makes it a lot easier. And the last thing I really want to tell you to do when you're in a roommate situation, which a lot of people take for granted, but it's an amazing, amazing thing that you can try. And I tried it the very first time and I failed miserably because my mind wasn't right. But the second time that I did it along with my Wi-Fi design coaching clients. And I hung in there and I actually completed it. I actually did the Love Dare. And if you're not familiar with the Love Dare, it's a movie called Fireproof. That's an old movie, but it's a movie talking about how to reconnect, how to get back what has been lost, plus more, right? And so if you Google the Love Dare, or even if you, I believe it's still up on my website. Yeah, it's still up on my website, but you have to go through a couple of my blogs, but it's up there. But Google the Love Dare, and it is an amazing, amazing way to sow into your marriage and to reconnect with your spouse in a way that you probably don't even think about reconnecting. And I did it the first time, like I said, but my mind wasn't right. And I wasn't doing it unto God. I was doing it unto Gail and allowing my flesh to take over. But when you do something like this, or even when you want to reconnect and you've been so disconnected for a long period of time, it's going to take a while because you just didn't get disconnected overnight like that, right? You know, it just didn't happen overnight. So it's going to be a process. Just like it was a process for you guys to become roommates, it's going to be a process for you to reconnect as married couples and have the intimacy and have the love and the amazing sex that we all desire in our marriages. We desire affection. We desire that love. We desire all of those things. But when it's lost, you got to work to get it back. And so, like I said, the Love Dare was something that I did last year. And I actually completed it because I was determined to make Gil see that I really truly loved him beyond all the stuff in the last 30 years we've been through. And we've been through a lot of different things, right? And so I was purpose. So when you look at the Love Dare, don't say, oh my God, I can't do none of this because we ain't even talking, we ain't whatever. Just start sowing. Sow unto God, and I'm telling you, will reap a harvest in your marriage. Even when it looks like they're acting more crazy, even when it looks like they're not reciprocating, if you're doing it unto God in the covenant that you made, you will always reap a harvest when you do it unto God. And so, like I said, if you get a chance, you can watch the movie Fireproof on YouTube. They have it on YouTube for free. All, you know, Netflix, all of that. It's an amazing, amazing movie. And it just really gives you a journey of how a husband and wife was so disconnected, but how, you know, the challenge was made and how to put it back together. And it has a lot of wisdom and it has a lot of different things that you can glean from, especially struggling in your marriage. And so my prayer is, and my thing is that, you know, we learn to utilize these tools and strategies. You did not sign up for a roommate. You signed up for a husband. You signed up for an intimate relationship. You signed up for you guys to be on one accord. Is it going to be perfect? Absolutely not. But if you are in a roommate situation, you have the power to change that situation. You have the tools in your mouth, in your belly, to change the situation. And so I thank you guys so much for hopping on here. And I want to look to see if y'all had any questions. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Make sure you get off the phone when he comes in. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, it's such a great movie. It surely is. Hey, Reggie. That's my brother, y'all, Reggie. Again, you guys, thank you guys so much for joining me on here. And if you want to hear any topics, literally, I'm an open book. If you want to hear any topics covered here on Wife Chat, please hit me up and let me know. And again, wives.com, okay? Let me make sure the wivesummit.com. If you guys have not visited and if you have not signed up for the Wives Summit, you have done yourself a disservice. I'm telling you, it's going to be freaking amazing. And people who know, who've been to any of my events, know that for one, they sell out. For two, there are amazing events. And I'm telling you, me and my team are working like crazy. And some of the people that are going to be there is going to blow your mind for real. And so, don't wait to see, don't wait, whatever. Just know that I'm a person of integrity and it's going to really be an amazing, amazing time. And I don't want you to wait till the last minute, because when the last ticket is sold and you trying to come, I'm gonna have to tell you no. And you can go try to go around it or whatever, but it ain't gonna be no links for you to register. So for you people who are coming from out of town, for you people who are coming from other countries, I know Southwest is running a special $69, so you need to get your tickets and you need to get them now. And so that's all I'm gonna say about that. Again, if you need any help, I'm always here. You can hit me up on here. You can hit me up on my website, gailcrowder.com. I'll offer a free 30-minute discovery call, so I can see how I can support you more in your marriages. And again, I just love you guys to pieces, and thank you so much for joining me here on Wife Chat. Good night.